You can call in 563-999-3543. We really want to hear from you. This show is entitled Marriage, Relationships, and the Red Pill. We want to hear from couples. We want to hear your horror stories. Y'all know my rule on the live. You got 15 minutes to pile in. If you don't pile in, I will talk for a few minutes, then I will go off the air. So again, the call-in number, 563-999-3543. So today we've been doing content by request. Charisma 808 is like the main guy that's been making the requests. A lot of other people, I don't know why, but I had a couple other people make requests, but a lot of the other people have, for whatever reason, chosen not to make their request. But that would be your chance. Just like I know it's late. I intended to go on live before this, but didn't quite work out that way. So you got a few minutes. This is going to work perfectly with my shut-off time with the live. 15 minutes left to call the call-in number. So we've been talking about today. I talked a little bit about witchcraft and how, like, some of the things that are done previously to the relationship or during the relationship, some of the things that are said, some of the behaviors can lead to demonic activity. And this is why the book of Proverbs says it is better to dwell in the corner of the roof than in a house with a contentious woman. See, they there to help. They're there to be a companion, but it don't always work that way, do it? That's the way it's supposed to work. All women, even if you haven't previously been a unicorn, you should be working on being one. So we're on Blog Talk right now. We got a few minutes left. If you are woke and you want to be heard, you want your story to be heard, 563-999-3543. That is the number for you to call in and have your voice/story be heard. So I was, watching some YouTube earlier. You might as well include yesterday in there as well. And I'm noticing something, like it was real disappointing, because one of my pet peeves is when people want to talk about black people this, black people that, we need to do this, we need to do that, we need to come together 1 minute, right? But then the next minute, they're saying things like, oh, I don't associate with other YouTubers, or I don't want to hear about other YouTubers. I just begin to tune them out when they do that. I begin to tune them out because, especially like after I hear them say things like that, then if I hear them say my people are black people, click, I'm gone. Because the hypocrisy is too much for me. See, if you can't be a team player, y'all know I'm a Libra, y'all. If it's all about you, if you one of them kids that we can't play with your ball, pause, I don't mean it like that, on the court, if you ain't playing in every game, if you one of them, that's just not good. That's not good. 563-999-3543. Let's hear your stories. We got a couple people in here. They say the number is never what it actually is. It's always higher than what you see. Shout out to Donna Light, fire emoji. One of the day ones right there. Somebody woke, I see. So a lot of these guys, man, they want it to be all about them, man. They want it to be all about them. And that's one of the things that caused me to tune people out when they make it all about them. I hear dudes, good content creators, they get to saying things like, I'm the best on YouTube. And I'm looking at them like, man, this ain't the NBA, this ain't the NFL. Why you gotta be the best? I can see sometimes it be situations where you want to kind of let people know about yourself, but these particular guys, man, I be looking at it like that ain't what this is about. So when we get on here and we talk about relationships and stuff like that, the main goal should be, and I want to be able to, next time I want to be able to do primetime hours on Blog Talk, because I want these people, because I know a lot of people sleep, got to go to work in the morning. I get it. But I want to hear them stories. And I want to see if I can help. Like these guys be having these high price consultations. Mine ain't, look, if you want to get a consultation and you want to like Super Chat or Cash App, that's fine. But I'm world changing. I'm not like using YouTube for money, although I do make money from YouTube. And although I don't have a problem with making money from YouTube, but that's not the purpose. I'm not one of them sit at home all day and make videos kind of guy. I get out here and do other things. So we've been talking about how witchcraft ties in. We've been talking about how some of the things they say, like some of the shaman language, we've been talking about that. We've been, y'all know every day I pick and prod at the marriage thing. I've been talking about how you got to be careful with these chicks that be acting like they so aggressive. They want you to choke them, they want you to kick them and all this other stuff. And then you get rich and here they come telling them everything you did. When they knew that some of them, that's what they wanted you to do. Others, whatever their motives were. So, I got about 8 minutes. I'm still on the air on Blog Talk. Still on the air on Blog Talk. I bet you and it's weird how none of those that are following me on Blog Talk, I haven't put nothing on here in years, and they still, none of them haven't unfollowed me. Shout out to all of you. But Blog Talk was doing the thing that YouTube, that I looked at YouTube, and I look at YouTube, it's like, it just seemed like it was some shadow banning going on, so to speak. So that's why I wasn't really putting anything on Blog Talk. But you still have 7 minutes to call in, 7 minutes to call in, and then we'll still be on this live for a few more minutes. but we will be off of Blog Talk. Don't try to call in with 1 minute left because you're going to get cut off. You ain't going to really get to be able to say nothing. You still have 6 minutes. Still have 6 minutes. So, people have all different type of motives for making videos and for being in lives, so on and so forth. But this is the No Matrix, No Simping All Subjects channel. I mention simping because simping often goes hand in hand with being trapped in the matrix. A lot of times people be trapped in the matrix because they are a simp and because they are simping. You know, simping has many forms. All of them don't have to do with dating. You know, you could be a simp on your job, docile, salute. Type of Supreme says salute. You can be docile, you can be a simp on your job. Like, it might not always have anything to do with women, you know what I mean? It could just be a behavioral thing. It could just be your behavior. You have the behavior of simp. And the word simp is short for simpleton, if you wanted to look up a definition by chance. So we have 5 minutes left on the Blog Talk air. I'm stuttering. Blog Talk. 5 minutes exactly. So, and then here's another thing too, man. If you make videos, like sometime when you start, YouTube is going to shadow ban you. You don't give up. Just keep fighting through it. Keep fighting through it. Like, watch what words you use in your titles. Watch what you react to, so on and so forth. Because YouTube, man, I was catching strikes. All type of stuff was going on. And I was at the point, and I remember, Tappa, me and you were talking in the comment, and you said at first you ain't want to make videos. I said, man, just keep doing it. Because now I was looking at YouTube like, man, I did all of that to get monetized, and they dropped it down to 500. Tappa, you can get monetized. I think it's only 500 subs and 3,000 watch hours. Man, you just got to keep making them videos, man. Keep making them videos. Shorts don't pay as much, but the videos, in particular, I don't like doing lives because people have told me that they think YouTube is doing something because they said they had the bell on and didn't get the notifications. But the lives, like when people hit the like button, all that, right out the gate, once you finish doing the live, you already got the views, you already got the likes. So they may, but you know how YouTube is, they may send it out there for people to grab. So if your stuff moving slow, man, just keep making them videos. Look into like secondary channels. I got other channels I don't really, YouTube shadow banning the heck out of me, y'all. I'm gonna tell you like that. So we're gonna end this blog talk, and we're gonna talk a little while longer on this live. Give people a chance, if they woke, to come in. So
thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
I just shut off the Blog Talk. If you want to know what my Blog Talk is, the old videos, my knowledge has went so much further. It's HTTP Prophet Howard. Oh, you said what's on my other channels? Manosphere Masters. Mostly I'll just be cooking people on there. Then I got other channels about like some business related stuff. What else? I got a channel where I talk about the lottery and stuff like that. Why can't I remember? I got a couple channels now. I got a channel where I was breaking down movie scenes. They shadow banning that channel so tough. Let me see. Let's see if I could pull up some of them. Donna Light, you already know about the Rumble. I stopped posting on Rumble because Rumble, they try to act like they don't shadow ban and stuff like that, but Rumble is practically worse than YouTube with that. Like if they don't have a deal with you, they don't deal with you. Like they'll let you post, but it ain't gonna get no traction at all. Like for instance, let me go to my Rumble. I'll go to my Rumble first. Let's go to my Rumble. Let's see when and you hear Coach Greg Adams, people be telling him to post on Rumble. I understand fully why he doesn't. Because Rumble, you just don't get no traction on there. If you're not Sneeko or they little people they got deals with, you ain't gonna get no traction on Rumble. So this is my Rumble. I guess I got a couple views. I haven't made anything from Rumble, and Rumble is like on Rumble, you can monetize out the gate. Donald Light says, ever got on Bigo Live app? No, what's that? I heard of it. How it work? You can post like videos and stuff like that. Yeah, looking at this. I mean, I got a couple more views, but I haven't. Rumble, if you think, see, look who on there, DJ Academics, Ron Paul. I don't know, I might start posting on there, but what's going on with this Bigo though? I thought that was just like I thought that was a sexual thing, because every time it come up on my Facebook, it'd be like showing half naked chicks and stuff like that. Let me see. See, no earnings from Rumble. Just Go Live, people saying beans, a lot of trolls and a lot of people on there, kind of fun. So then what they be doing, just arguing? Like, remember how Yahoo Messenger was when it first came out? Is it like that? Let me see. Yeah, man, Rumble. No. Rumble ain't doing nothing. Yeah. I'm going to look into that Bigo. Oh, yeah. Probably before I go to sleep. But yeah, I got other channels, man. What's going on, Ghalib Muhammad? OG, next video should be about why certain men can embrace humility and why all women can't. That's weird. Because nobody views women as being arrogant or anything like that, but you'll hear me say it. It's easier for us to be humble than for them to be humble. See, prime example, you know how they say you got to be a certain height. Like they want the man to be 6 feet tall, make six figures, all that. They'll be working at Starbucks saying that. But if you work at Starbucks saying you want your woman to be a 10 and this, that, and the other, and she got to have a big old booty, or she got to be this or that, they'll be like, he a dusty, he work at Starbucks. That's how they be. Yeah, so some of my channels, let's see if the list come up. Comparing movie scenes. A couple of my channels are dealing with my businesses, so I don't really put those on here because people are tied to me, and you know them trolls, you never know what they're gonna try to do. So I don't really talk about those channels because that has to do with some of my 1099 stuff. Yeah, I see since last time I've been on Manosphere Masters, I got a couple new subs on there. Maybe I do need to post on there. Let me see. They was shadow banning that too, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, my last post, 347 views. Yeah, I probably need, I'm not farting, man. That's my arm on the table, if y'all heard that. Yeah, I probably do need to, yeah. I ain't been on here in a while. I think I do need to start posting on there. So, Muhammad, you making a content by request? You say you want me to talk about why certain men can embrace humility and why all women can't? I got you tomorrow. Yeah, I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you tomorrow. I don't know, man. Like, it'd be hard to work with some of them for this reason. Like, they don't want to work as a team. They want you, and they want to look at you as the competition. When, like, in some situations, like when I was working in jails and stuff, you have a partner, and y'all supposed to work together. Because what happened is, if like let's say it's a manipulative inmate, right? He see you and your partner ain't on the same page. They go for that divide and conquer real quick, you know? And it'll make things real sketchy on the unit. Because me personally, I don't be against people, like if they made mistakes, stuff like that. But when they get to manipulating, that's when them instincts and that veteran experience kick in. And then it'd be a whole different party on the unit. But sometimes the women, they be trying to outdo you, and they be trying to look for reasons to criticize you instead of working together as a team. So I get exactly what you're saying with the why can't they embrace humility? I know exactly what you mean, man. Exactly what you mean. So what we have here is, let me see here. We're gonna wrap this up though in about a few more minutes, like about maybe 3-4 minutes. If don't nobody come in, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank y'all for who did come in. I appreciate y'all. If y'all got any questions, you can put them in the chat. Anything you want to say, anything you want to add, you can. I believe in reading the chat. As long as it's not a million of them, I will read them all. No problem. Just like I try to respond to all the comments. Absolutely. So, y'all know the current news is P. Diddy How all these people coming out against him, and they saying that he gonna be like the next R. Kelly, next Bill Cosby. Khalid Muhammad says it's their downfall. If they used it as a positive trait, they would go a lot more further in life. But see, a lot of women, they just want to be like newborn baby. You know how the newborn baby, they'll cry to get your attention, and then you pick them up, you stick the bottle in their mouth, and they just looking up at you like trying to figure you out and just glad that you showing them some attention. Unfortunately, a lot of women, that's where they at, man. Think about it. If they was coming to help, why does it matter how much you make? They should be coming, well, I want a man that's willing to get out there and work so we can get up in life and we can make some money. Notice all these women talking about what you got to make. You don't hear we. You hear I. I need a man. I need this. I need that. Okay, what are you willing to give? See, that's why none of you should be ever downtrodden for anything in regards to these women. Especially, they not unicorns, man, which most of them ain't. You shouldn't be like, I don't care if you single. I don't care if you got a little 1-bedroom studio apartment and it be all quiet and stuff. Man, make the best out of it, man. You still alive, man. There's still things you can see. Still things you can do. Never focus on what you don't have, and never focus on your mistakes. We all make them. Don't focus on your mistakes. Focus on what you can do to erase your mistakes. Don't focus on the mistakes you made. I don't care what it is, man. Just don't, if you made a mistake, don't keep doing it. It's a mistake, so you don't want to keep doing it. And figure out how you can rise above it. Like me and Donna Light was talking some months back. I think it was some months back about his town and how he was basically saying, some of these towns, it's not a lot of jobs there, not a lot of opportunities. It'd be cold, this, that, and the other. Man, you gotta just keep going, man. Keep going, man. Like me personally, I'm moving out of Milwaukee. It's too cold. The crime is rampant. Like people be like when you drive in Milwaukee, it's like people be in the street like zombies. Like how on the zombie game, they be like this. It's like every day you trying not to get hit and you trying not to hit. People running red lights. Guys be casing like you go in the store. You might just be trying to get you some gas or soda. You'll see these dudes coming in there. They looking all around, looking at you, looking in your wallet. You look at them like, so sometimes you got to move. Like sometimes, like especially like, let's say for instance, you live in your hometown. You went to school there. You live in there. But like you don't deal, like let's say you don't deal with your family as much. You don't deal with the friends you came up with as much. Like I was helping my sister move, and one of my childhood buddies, my mother went and picked him up. He came over there and was helping her. We talked like we always do, but they on some different stuff I'm on. And he was telling me about one of our other buddies, how he got shot, tussling with a dude over a gun that I don't know if his girl was messing with the dude or the dude liked this girl, but they ended up getting into it. And I'm sitting there listening to that like, man, he need to be watching my channel. Because at times I done posted my channel on Facebook, and some of them will watch it, but they weren't watching it like that. Because if he was watching my channel, that he wouldn't have them bullet holes in his leg. Now, I don't believe in tussling over these chicks, man. If I even get into it with somebody over you, that's the end of you. I'm gonna be like, now I can see if we minding our own business, somebody just come trying to start something. That's different. But if you talking to this dude, like I always say, always tell these women like this. Be like, if they try to say, well, I broke up with him, I don't F with him, I don't do this, that. You should say, is that how he feels? Or is that how you feel? Because they'll give you how they feel, but the other dude to be sprung on them and not ready to give them up. That's when all this stuff be happening, man. That's when people be getting into it. That's when all that stuff be happening, because they say that they done with him, but he sprung on that, and especially if he ain't getting nothing else, he gonna want to keep getting that. And a lot of guys, it do something to them psychologically to know you banging they chick or they ex, because the first thing they think, I wonder if he giving it to her better than I was. So then they start getting jealous and become a competition thing. Khalid Muhammad says, I've been in that situation in Africa. I just laughed at the girl's face and walked away. There you go. There you go. You gotta be able to laugh in their face, man. He said, I ain't dying for no kitty. It's not worth it. There's too many kitties. Too many kitties. You in Africa, man. Africa got so many different countries. So many different, Africa is Africa. The U.S. is the U.S. But just like the U.S., you got other areas in Africa where you got a fresh variety of women. So you right. You don't die for no kitty. Especially if she talking to the other dude too. No way. No way. So that's some of the things we've been talking about. We talking about business. We're going to get into some business related stuff tomorrow. When it comes to business, right? Don't be the type that you just trying to be all nice and neat and not willing to break no rules. Like I tell y'all, if it's not a rule that the Most High made, it's a rule from a business standpoint that I'm going to be willing to break. Like I was telling Don the Light some months back about the transportation. Like you people do Uber and Lyft. You could have your own Uber and Lyft. And there ain't nothing they can do. They can't stop you from giving somebody a ride. If you do it, you want to make sure you're in a safe location. Make sure you're safe. Make sure you're dealing with people who actually have money to spend and not people that's just trying to see how much money you got that they can take from you. So we've been talking about the marriage thing. I'm going to get into some things where, contrary to what most people think, I'm all for marriage. It's just these women, a lot of them, you can't marry these women. If you do, you just gonna waste years of your life, or you're gonna waste valuable time, because eventually that cattiness gonna kick in and you ain't gonna want to deal with the majority of them. You ain't gonna want to deal with them. They come in cleaning, you marry them, and now the house is a mess. They start scaling back what they do. They want you to stick exclusively to them, but then they shut down and try to retire from sex. This is what's going on. And when I be telling y'all these stories, man, it be people that came and told me this, whether it was when I was on Blog Talk with the counseling or whatever it was, they done came and told me some of this stuff. And I'll be bringing the stories to y'all. Like sometimes one of my friends, we call him I call him AE on YouTube. I be playing back some of the things he said, because he out there in the field right now. Khalid Muhammad says, but Africa got too many city girls as well. Yeah, that's why you gotta vet them out, man. Like if you had the attraction there, the first impression, you exchange however y'all do it out there. Y'all got cell phones too. You exchange information and then you call them later and you get to vetting them out. You tell them, I'm interested, blah, blah. You let them know what your intentions are out the gate. They don't like what your intentions are, they could block you. People gonna block you. It's okay. You'll live. You'll be fine, man. You gonna get blocked sometimes. So, you say, what city do you live in? Okay, he said the only virgins you find, that was what I was going to ask you. Khalid Muhammad says the only virgins you find is in the countryside. He said, I'm from the UK, OG. I was a tourist on holiday. So you live in the UK right now? Or you live in Africa right now? Oh, Manchester, England, but I was in Somalia. So it's a bunch of 304s in England. She said he live in the UK. Them women slutty in the UK, or do you got some in between? Now, I mean, again, with the virgin, a lot of these women ain't gonna be virgin. So, YH, same as America, he said. They ain't gonna be virgin. So if they not a virgin, okay, this is what you look for. And I'm gonna talk about this tomorrow. If they not a virgin, they not a virgin. But you don't want the ones that been passing themselves around. Now, if she just not a virgin, because a lot of them gonna lie about that virgin. He said too many bad chicks out here. But let's say she had a boyfriend. She might have had sex with him. They broke up. She had another boyfriend. She might have had sex with him. They broke up. Sometimes it do. Every now and then it don't be them. Sometimes it be these guys. But sometimes it be these women trying to force that monogamy stuff. So they'll break up. But if she just dealt with a couple people, man, and she wasn't just out here dying, catching STDs and getting trains ran on her and stuff like that, then you never know, man. She might be all right. That's where vetting come in. If she like 35 and she like had 3 long-term relationships, like since she was like a teenager, that's not like, don't get me wrong, like my cousin said, it's different with all of them. Sometimes, like he said, he had strippers that super tight grip. Then he had other women that had 4 or 5, and it's like throwing a hot dog down the hallway. So it varies. But you want to vet them out. You want to find out about that childhood, how their parents were, what their parents did for them, what their parents didn't do for them. You want to find out like what happened with them sexually. Because if somebody was, if somebody in their family was touching on them or some crazy stuff, they might end up over there on some rainbow stuff, or they might shut down on you down the line and lose interest. Like if they having traumatic thoughts, they might lose interest. So this is the type of stuff you want to vet out in regards to that. But like in terms of the women, like say in UK or wherever you at, if they not virgins, they not virgins. But normally, that's the main thing you want to look for in a potential wife is that. Now here's the kicker. They got low body counts or they virgins, they might get curious down the line. So you're not completely free from drama and stuff like that. Khalid Muhammad says in Africa they lose their virginity at 12, 13. And by the time they're 20, they already had a lot of guys. I peeped game and I lost interest, OG. I get what you're saying, but and I guarantee you that's not all. It's probably a lot, but it's not all. That's where that vetting come in, man. You gotta connect with them. You gotta start asking them questions, find out what's going on. Khalid Muhammad says the UK is the same as America, OG. All the girls are not virgins. They're following all the American girls in UK, and that is not good. That ain't good, man. They probably getting rocked. They probably getting rocked. 'Cause these girls here, man, and you gotta watch out for that too, man. 'Cause let's say you dealt with a chick. Let's say when you was younger, you was 14, she was 12. Or let's say you sneaking around, she a little too young for you. You 19 and she 16 or 15. Now you get rich. And here she come. He did this, he did that. Wait, hold on. I gotta make sure I got juice on this phone. That's what I should have checked. We going off in a second though. So this is what a lot of them dealing with. He says, YH, man, feminism, OG, it done us all dirty. Exactly, man. That's social media, feminism, two of the main components of the destroying of relationships. And I could tell you some of y'all was probably not born or too young. Totally different in the 90s, man. Totally different. The girls, that's when Keith Sweat, all of them singing and stuff. The girls wanted to be good girls, the majority of them. And I went to a black college. And there was a couple campus freaks, couple girls that was hoes and stuff like that. But most of them girls, they just wanted one dude. One dude. And if you didn't stick to them, they'll break up with you. There was one particular night that I remember that I talked about before, where it was so much going on campus. Everybody was out and everybody was getting caught. Everybody was getting caught. I got caught. A couple of my guys got caught. One of my guys had just got caught, and he came back there to warn me. He said, I'm telling you, man, such and such, they finna come through here, man. You need to get from back here, man. Yeah. I ain't listen to him. I'm on there, on the ground like this, hugged up. They came right through there. You busted. One of them said, you busted. They was on good girl stuff back then. Some of them probably still is. You never know. But we're going to get out of here. I do thank y'all for coming. We will do more of these. I'm going to keep doing them till people catch on and start being up in here. Sometimes it take a while with the lives. Like, people don't be paying attention. People be in other people's lives. Sometimes it take a while. But we'll get this thing right. Thank y'all for coming. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Khalid, I'm going to work on that. Let me make sure I remember. Let me go back up to it, see if I can. Your content by request. Yeah. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Why women act like they can't never be humble. Men is more likely to get humbled and be humbled than women. Well, we'll talk about that tomorrow. So thank y'all for coming. And we will see y'all tomorrow. You said good live stream, OG, blessings tomorrow. Everybody have a good night. Stay blessed.